Hey YouTube, Angie B here. So I'm coming on today with a quick tutorial on how I make gift bags. On one of my videos, someone commented and asked me how to do them. I didn't even see that until just like recently. So I was like, you know what? I'll just go ahead and show them how I did it. So I can't take credit for it. I did get this off YouTube. I can't remember who showed this way of doing it, but there are different ways of making bags. It's just, the best way for you to make them and the easiest way for you to make them. So I am going to make a bigger bag, which is this size, which is about it's like about a 9 by, this is 10 this way, and actually about 8.5, but it all depends on how you fold it. But this is the bigger size bag. These are very sturdy, used good paper. So I have two 12 by 12 sheets here. 12 by 12 sheets are the best sheets to use. You can also use the, I think it's like 8.5 by 11 or something, and glue two of those together. But we're going to do two 12 by 12s to make the big bag, okay? So what I'm going to do is tape these two together. To make it really big. I like to use tape and glue because I want to be nice and sturdy, okay? So then we will, if it doesn't line up, you line up the best you can. It really doesn't matter. It's going to be a bag. And this is a 1/2 inch tape that I'm using. Make sure you glue them down straight as possible, okay? So now you have your big, long piece. So then we're going to flip it and we're going to give it about a 1/2 inch of a lip at the top. Now this gives you more security for your ribbon that you're going to put on it. So we just take that, just fold it over, about a 1/2 inch, and score it. Your paper will pretty much bend with you. If you feel like you want to score them a 1/2 inch before you do it on each edge, you're more than welcome to do that. But I just fold it over. It works all the same, okay? And then I'm going to take tape and put that down and glue it down. Now, I actually didn't do this on the bag that I just made there. I forgot. But that's okay. What I was going to do is just take something, I can find something in my stash, and wrap it around the top of it to give it more secureness. I'm going to take this tape off. Stay up there, hot glue gun, because you are on. And yes, you're going to want your hot glue gun, so definitely get that. Oh, sorry guys, I'm shaking you. Definitely get that ready because you're going to want that for our next gluing process. So now I'm gluing this down. Try to get enough glue on each end. We're going to press it. Press it. See, I got a little wrinkly down here because I didn't do it all that straight. That's right. Let's get that bone photo and try to press it out. All right. All right. So now we have that. So that's going to be your top. Now, this is where you're going to come in. And you're going to fold it in to the middle. And give yourself another, like 1/2 inch to overlap. And then fold that down. Fold it in half. Okay, and then we're going to tape and glue this. Or just glue. Okay, so now that is together, that is taped, and that is glue. Looks like I got a little bit of tape sticking out here. I never do that. Okay, so now this is where you're going to make the base of your bag. So you're going to fold it up. Yeah, roughly about 3 inches or so. You want a good base. And then you're going to want your bone folder because you're going to be doing a lot of this. Okay. And that nice and straight. Okay. And you're going to open it up. Push out your corners. Okay. Then push this down. The best way to line this up is to try to get your crease right into that crease, and that's how you know you're lined up, okay? And then take your bone folder. I like to line that line up with that line, and that's how I know that I'm straight. See, and it's easier to do this with the bigger bags than it is the smaller bags because you have more of a gap here to work with, okay? And then you're going to fold this about 1/4 of an inch or maybe a 1/2 inch over of your middle line. Make sure it's straight. Bone fold. Okay. Same thing here. Overlap it a little bit because we got to glue it. Make sure everything's kind of straight. Alright. Press it down. Press it down. Nice folds. And then this is where we're going to put our hot glue because I want it to be nice and stiff. Push that down there. Alright. There's our bits. Now, this is where it's going to get a little hard. So if you have thick paper, yeah, your hands are going to. So we're going to take this and line this corner up with this corner, fold it in this way. Okay. Get your bone folder. Get your bone folder. Fold it down. Same thing over to this side. Line up your corners so you have a corner here. You want a corner. It's the corners of your bag. Push it down. Bone fold it as good as you can. Then flip it. You want these creases. Flip it over. And flip it up. There we go. Then nice and press down. Alright. Alright. And then you just open it up. And you have your baggie. Okay? So all your little creases are there. They're there for you to fold in. And this is what I like to do, just to start to form the bag. Form the bag like that, right? Then just take the bone folder, go back over these edges so they're nice and crisp and nice and straight. Then you have a gift bag. Take it a step further. Hold on one second. Okay, so what I do with my boxes to make them sturdier at the bottom, I give them a little cardboard base. So I like to keep like my tops and my backs of my paper pads that are thick, like sturdy stuff, okay? Even like the backs of your 12 by 12 paper packs, okay? So of course you have this side's, got whatever it's got on, but this side's white. So I cut this a little shorter than the bottom of the bag. So I cut it at a little under 8 by 2 3/4. So I am going to, I may have to stand up to do this, because what I do is I'm just going to squirt a whole bunch of hot glue at the bottom, okay? And then I'm going to place my my thingy in here. So it's just like, squirt some down there. And then I just place it in the middle. press it down. Okay, so now you got a little base at the bottom that's a little sturdier than just the paper. Even though this paper is really sturdy, I will say. This is some thick paper that I got. I think I got this paper pad from Joann's. And then just make sure, you know, you get all your hot glue out of there. And we will take my crocodile and get my big holes. And I kind of cut it or punch it about that much from that fold. So that's where I punch my holes. So I just come in from the fold there. And there's my holes for my ribbon. So let's grab some ribbon. Alright, so I got one in. So I had this one little piece of ribbon left. So cut it in half. I just pick it through the inside. Come around. Tie a little knot. Yeah, you guys see I got my brace on. Yeah, left hand is giving me a fit the past week. And right now I can't really bend my wrist. I can't, okay. Oh, it's getting stuck in my nails. I can't go like this. Like, boom, 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 boom. I can't go like that with my wrist right now. You know, I think a lot of you all probably deal with the same issues. I deal with hand issues, wrist issues, arthritis, carpal tunnel, whatever it is. I think with me it's arthritis more than it is carpal tunnel, but I don't know. My work's very physical. I clean homes. I'm down on my hands and knees wiping up floors. So sometimes my left hand takes the brunt. Alright, so then I'll stick the other one through. I gotta get a pokey tool to stick this through, because it's such a thick ribbon. But it's very simple, and you know, if you have 12 by 12 papers that you're like, you know, what am I gonna do with these papers? The best thing to do with them is take them and make bags. You can make the small bag with one 12 by 12. But it's going to be a small bag. It's the same process. It's just going to be you're using one piece of paper. I'll show the other paper pads that I use too. So one knot through there is perfect for this. And there you go. You have a wonderful gift bag that can be reused and reused. Oh shoot. Like, having issues with my hands. So that was 12 by 12s. This is, what is this? It's 8.5 by 11. So if you put two of these together, too, you get a decent sized bag. I think I've already used a couple of these for making bags as well. I love this paper pad. This is from Hobby Lobby. Like, let's see. This would be a good, and I think I did make a bag with two. I made a small, I think I made a bag with these, because you get like 4 or 5 sheets of these. Only thing with ones that have like glitter in them, you know, that glitter's gonna like break when you, if you have to fold. Oh, and I did make one with, I made a bag with this as well. So glue 2 of these sheets together and you get a decent sized bag as well. Not as big as this one, but you get a decent sized bag to where you can stick like Bath and Body Works stuff in it. Socks, hats, you know, decent bags. If you go to my bundle channels, you'll see about how big those bags are. So yeah, like, enjoy making these bags. So hope you like this tutorial. You can use it, make your own bags with papers that you just don't know what to do with. So like, comment, share, subscribe, and as always, stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.